Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Pele who be tongues, creating the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your sister, brothers living is true, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying. Show yourselves approved. Shalom. Coming to show you what is on the horizon, Yahshua Allah. The devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath. All we're waiting on is the T attack on American soil, which will jumpstart, Esau with his diabolical plan to jump on the nation of Israel. So what I have before you is a FEMA code list to where they're going to break down, certain people into color groups. And I had to look. This used to be all over the internet. It was easy to find it, a couple years ago. Now it's hard. So it makes me think they're still going to roll with this. Now I believe they could switch the colors up to throw us off because this is, for public use. And, I had to go to like DuckDuckGo and search and swipe until I found the one I was looking for, which is this one. Because it's showing, what these lists mean. So I'm going to go to the list because you got a red, blue, and yellow. 3 major color groups. Well, they got a black one too, but you got 3 major color groups where they're going to categorize, everybody in. And when you go to, let's see, I'm going to start with the yellow list. It says, if you have a yellow sticker, then you have been verified as a United States citizen of European descent. Keep that in mind. The government knows you are a strong supporter of the government agenda and can be easily persuaded to comply. You will be allowed to remain in your home on house arrest. So when you think about it, this new order, which they call a global reset, is for Esau. When I say Esau, I'm talking about the Edomite, so-called white man. And you see right there, the yellow list, it said anybody European descent gets to stay in their homes. So what that means for everybody else, you're going to get rounded up. You're going to get rounded up. So I'm going to go to the scriptures, and we're going to get back to the list. Let's get Jeremiah 30:7. This is Jeremiah 37. It reads, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Keep in mind when it say that he should be saved out of it. Jacob's trouble is coming to purge all the wicked Israelites up out of the earth. Send them back to the spirit world, that way when they come back through the loins of the hopeful elect, then they'll be right. We got to get a purge, man. We can't build a righteous kingdom with a bunch of Pookie and Ray Rays and Tatianas and all these little ghetto messed up Jakes. We can't do it. So what Yahshua is about to do right now is he's going to run a purge campaign, because the 2/3 don't even realize Esau coming for them. They still walk around business as usual. Ain't nothing happening, but you can see all the prophecies taking hold. And they're going to get caught up in it. They're going to get caught up in that flood. So Jacob's trouble is upon us. It's upon us. So let's get back to the list. And let's go to the blue list. Now, if you have a blue sticker, you're talking about a sticker on your property, mailbox, things of that nature, then FEMA has determined that you are a Muslim of Hispanic descent, African American, or an American that supports the rights of these people. You will be herded off to one of the many, camps that are allegedly being set up all over the United States. So if you're not an Edomite, regardless, you're going to be rounded up and taken to a camp. And in that camp, they're going to, let's read it. It says, these are also enemies of the, that word, I don't even want to say it, but are followers of the red list folks. These people will be rounded up after martial law is in place and be taken to detention centers and re-educated. Various mind control techniques will be used on them. Most will not survive this. Mr. Sprangmeyer was not specific on exactly who was on the blue list, but I would guess that people such as you and I are on that list. Shoot, my butt on the red list, which we'll get to that in a minute. Now, what I'm going to talk about on that blue list, the blue list is where Esau is going to file and sort of, the minorities, the children of Israel who can be in the new system and who's not. And basically, when they're doing filing and sorting, you're going to have the juice. Word to the wise when I say that, on the juice. Comply with that mandate. And then you're going to have to be retrofitted with the micro CHIP. If you take those two things, then you can be into the new system where you'll be in like a apartment or a flat, little cubicle. You'll own nothing to be happy. Klaus Schwab said that, president of the World Economic Forum. He said you'll own nothing to be happy. So they want a new system where there's no Bible, no history. They ain't got to worry about Jake waking up, getting in the Bible, looking through history, because that's how we know who Esau is, looking at our history. That's why history is very important. You can't understand the mystery unless you know the history. And Esau like, dang, I didn't erase my history good enough. I kept the Bible around. They looking up into Black Wall Street and the Osage, Native Americans, things of that nature, and you can tell he's the devil. So he wants to do a new system where none of that material is even present, so Jake can't, connect back to their heritage. So he's gonna do a file and sort, man. If you comply with those mandates, you can go into the system. Those of us that's not gonna comply with the mandates, he's gonna seek to terminate you, which fits Revelation chapter 13 to the T. We're just gonna read that. Matter of fact, before we go get that, let's go get the red list before we get to that. This is the red list, the list I'm on. So check it out. This is the red list. If you have a red sticker on your mailbox or a red mark on the curbing in front of your home, then FEMA has determined you to be illegal alien or here on a visa. This means when martial law takes place, you're going to be unalived on the first night of, that new order. These people are enemies of the new order, or I'm going to just say global reset. They are the leaders of the patriot groups, outspoken ministers. Woo! There we go. That's all. They label us Black Hebrew Israelites. We go up in that category. Outspoken talk show hosts. You got your little hosts, they talk out about the system. Community leaders. And even probably NET leaders. These people be dragged out of their homes at 4 in the morning and be taken to, those detention centers and unalived. This will take place approximately 2 weeks before martial law is enforced. So you got to get rid of the leaders. They go into the scriptures. You scatter, you smite the shepherd and the sheep are scattered. So they're going to take out all the leaders. The prophets will attempt to. Lord said, hey, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. So they're going to attempt to take us out before they get ready to initiate this system, because we know what's going on. We the leaders, people look to us for leadership when all hell breaking loose. So they got to get us out the way. That way people are in a panic. They don't know what's going on. And they'll most likely take that micro CHIP. And this fits also. See how this is all biblical revelation and prophecy. Because watch, I'm going to show you something. This fits so perfect with, let's go to Revelation. Revelation 13. 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is a government, a new system. This beast system we're going into is getting this life now. And that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You peep that? So it fits the scriptures, man. If you don't get that micro CHIP, if you don't get that juice, then they're going to just seek to unalive your butt because you don't fit in the new system. They want compliant dummies, fools. They want slaves is what they want. They got it already, but it's not the way they want it. They want it back to like the early 1700s. They want it back to the 1600s when Jake just had to just get their back whipped and get told what to do. And they just going to do everybody like that. Esau get a little leg up, get his little privilege. And plus, this also, on this reset, Esau wants to make them the majority. Because Edomites are the minority in the world. But he wants to bring it back to the majority because why? We have the birthright. Those blessings that we got. The birthright we got is overtaking anything these devils got. Like, it wasn't for Margaret Sanger and making abortion, legal. They got her overran a long time ago. So what she did, she bought them some time. So this devil, he's trying to reset the clock. That's why it's called a global reset. He's trying to chop the numbers down, the children of Israel, prop his numbers up, and then rule the world like that. And they ain't not going to get it like that. But that's that devil's fantasy. You know, it's just fantasy. Let's get back to the list. I think I covered all of them. Because we hit the blue list, the red list, the yellow list. I think they got one more. And I'll put this in the comment section. You can read it on your own and get through it. So it says blacklist. Anyone reading this is politically active and is an outspoken champion of personal liberty, then it's probably safe to assume that you're already on some sort of list, at least a watch list. You might also be on a cyber blacklist, targeting you for disinformation, discrediting campaigns. They doing this right now. What we just read right here on this blacklist is what they're doing right now on the YouTube. They're making laws, legislation, to where if you say anything outside of the narrative they say, oh, that's disinformation. Or you're discrediting the system. So, bam, we're about to do away with you. You got to go. And it says, or perhaps for DDoS, ping attack hacking. So if you're a hacker, you're on the blacklist. You know, so they got the list right there. I'm going to put it in the comment section so you can read it all. Because now I'm about to get to the scriptures. Because reading this information, if you're in the right spirit, this shouldn't scare you. Shouldn't scare you because we knew it was coming. And really, this is when Esau going to get whooped. And look, I'm going to bring this up before I get to some other scriptures. Because this whole plan that they're doing, this global reset, is so they can continue their rulership. Because Esau knows he's at the end of his rope. Yashua is very numerous. We're getting smarter as the prophets raise the vibration of the nation of Israel. Like, you got, like, it's not so trendy to be a nigga no more and be gang banging. Now it's to put fringes on, you know, get some precepts and cut up Esau. That's the trendy thing right now. That's why he like, oh no, we gotta do something different now. Like like a lot of Jakes is now getting jobs. At one of my jobs, we got a lot of Israelites coming in, a lot. And it's making Esau scared because the job I work at used to be primarily majority Edomites. Now it's like half and half. It's half Edomites, half Jake. And Jake is coming in, you know, getting it together, getting smart. Like we're about to take over, which we will, and they see it. So they're trying to get out in front of it. And the best way they can do is do what? Cut our numbers down. So this is what they're trying to do. This is Psalms 49:11. It says their inward thought is this, that their houses shall continue forever. They want to rule forever. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Africa, Scipio Africanus, a Roman general. America, Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian merchant. They do that. So the scriptures is spot on once again. And what did King David tell us they want to do? They're trying to continue their heritage. They're trying to continue to rule forever. It said their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. So for them to stay in rulership, you got to do what? You got to knock us back down. We're very numerous right now. When you add up all the 12 tribes, we the number one people on the face of the planet. When you add up all 12 tribes, you know, add up all the Hispanics, so-called African Americans, and the so-called Native Americans, we the most numerous people. And we coming. Doing better too. We getting it in. The devil like, no. So that's why they're about to start World War III, you know, which the Lord made them do that. That's why really they're just doing the bidding of the Lord. And we got too many nigglets, too many monsters in our nation. They just ain't right. So Esau is getting, you know, raised up, come down with wrath to cut those numbers down. Jacob's trouble is for wicked Israelites, 2/3. That's for them to get their judgment, you know. And it's for Yahushua to show his power by preserving what? The hopeful elect, which get that. That's why all this stuff, it doesn't scare me. I'm not really anxious. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm really ready for it to happen. So I'm going to start off with I'm going to get Psalms 91, which is a very good chapter to read. And we're going to start at Psalms 91:9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. We in these scriptures daily. We doing the works. The Lord, you know, he centers everything that I do. You know, it's based around Yahweh. Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So what we got to do now, this is what we did the Highway Hedges, like now faith got to kick in. And see that precept at verse 10 we read, I wholeheartedly believe in that. So that's why the famine coming up, Esau coming up, World War III coming up, none of this stuff scares me. None of this stuff makes me anxious. Why? Because I'm doing the work and I believe that Yahushua will protect me. I believe that. Me, and my house. I believe he will protect, like I said, my dwelling. So I'm not worried about what Esau about to do. I'm really looking at him like, what's taking you so long? Why are you dragging your feet? Which I know why he's dragging his feet, because the elites, they know what's going to happen when they really jump on the nation of Israel. They know about the 144,000. So Esau, the elites, they really don't want to do it, but it's like they got to do it. It's like the Most High is like twisting their arm and forcing them to do this plan because they really don't want to do it. Because they know, like we know, that's the end of your kingdom, man, when you jump on us. Because now you have initiated everything that's in this word. Because we working jobs, honest, man, we teach the truth. We not, a threat to nobody versus, physically. We don't have a military. You're jumping on us solely because of what the Most High blesses with, their birthright, and that we are the people, and you're losing that covering that you're not the people. That's why all this is about to, get kick-started. And the Lord's about to really flex and show his power on those that believe on him. That's why faith, man, faith is a very key ingredient. And faith will keep you from being, that's why if you scared or anxious about what's about to happen, you need to build your faith up. You need to build it up some more. Because if your faith is at a real high level, like, you'll be anticipating this. You want it to happen. Like, come on, devil. I mean, I know what you're about to do, then do it. Quit taking all day. We ready to be in the righteous kingdom, man. Because we can't get the kingdom until these events take place. So I'm going to get this Psalms 121 and verse 7. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. You hear that? Believe on that precept, Yahshua. Believe on that, man. The Lord said, what? I shall preserve thee from all evil. We're gonna have food. Lord, when we part of the hopeful leg, we're gonna be well fed. We're gonna be taken care of. Ain't no danger gonna come upon us. All we gotta do is show ourselves approved. Now we most likely might get snatched up into a camp where the devil gonna, harass us, interrogate us, basically want us to renounce the name of Yahushua, because power in that name. Always keep that name, Yahshua. And we got to show ourselves approved. The Lord don't want lip service. He want to see, are you really that? And see, we can all say that easily right now, but will you say that when there's a barrel of a gun pointed at your head and this devil like, renounce Yahushua right now, I'm pulling the trigger? Can you still, remain bold at that time? That's what Yahushua want to see. He want to see, are we solid? Are we gold? Are we pure gold? So we got to get in these scriptures, and that's edification, going to build yourself up. That way, when we're in that event, we can be that. This is to build us up. Build us up. So we're not scared when Esau come with, his robot military, his UN peacekeeper troops. We're not worried about that when all hell break loose, because it's coming quickly. I mean, it's right around the horizon. We can be there as soon as Esau's New Year pop off. We can be all hell break loose. Everything's in place. MOTB running right now. So we got to stay locked in and keep that faith, and believe. Like that scripture said, man, see, stuff like that just builds my spirit up. Like, man, the Lord got me, man. I'm not worried about this damn devil. I'm not worried about him. So, since I say, like, we got to go through this, this is about to happen. And a good thing that'll help you, stay in the truth and stay locked in is that keep your eye on the prize. What's the prize? The kingdom of heaven, where righteousness is going to dwell out. That's upon us. As Esau's kingdom waxes over, which is waxing bad now, it's about to be done away with. What comes next? The kingdom of heaven. So you got that, your eye on the prize, it'll keep you locked in. It'll keep you locked in. This 2 Peter 3:3. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we're going to have a new heavens, new rulership. Because heaven's going to rulership. And so we're going to get a new rulership, which is going to be based on us, Yahshua, the children of Israel, 12 tribes, and a new earth, It's not gonna be like a whole brand new spanking earth. When he say a new earth, it's gonna be an earth where it's not sick no more. An earth that is able to be in harmony. Animals gonna be able to do what they need to do. The ain't gonna be no GMO, gene splicing, none of that. That's what I mean, a new earth. A new earth under new rulership, new management. Because what's gonna be in it? Righteousness gonna dwell in it. The lost commandments gonna be able to reign out. We're gonna keep the lost commandments. The whole world gonna keep the law, statutes, commandments. New earth, man. We are looking and patiently waiting for that. Therefore, we can get rest, and we ain't got to deal with the issues we dealing with now up under this dang devil. So this, hey, stay locked in on that, Yashrala, and keep the faith. You know, because that's one thing that's gonna hold you down, man. You gotta believe. Don't ever stop believing. You gotta believe, man. Even when it get bad, because it's about to get bad. They already euthanizing animals, talking about viruses is making them sick. Lord, when I do a lesson on that, it's my cows and chickens is dying by the thousands. And I'm like, y'all euthanizing them, man. Y'all preparing the famine, which is coming. And his new system, he want everybody eating bugs. They pulling the plug, talking about they cutting funding for these cities and schools. So they're pulling the money out because the dollar about to die anyway. And hey, World War III is roaring, man. It's kicking up. It's getting worse, man. That dude over there, Israeli's president, he's not about to stop. He's on a genocidal mission, and that's only gonna make everybody else kick in. So the draft is right around the corner. All hell about to break loose pretty soon. All they need to do is get a false flag event, which is coming. It's cocked and loaded. We'll see when it unfolds, and then it's gonna kick off all the little last bit of prophecies that we about to have to deal with. That's right here in our face. And you need to examine yourself to see if you are ready for this coming flood. The Most High called it a flood. The event is going to be so bad and so overwhelming, it's going to come in like a flood. Are you ready for that flood? And if not, you need to read more scriptures and pray for more faith. Pray for it. Study it, man. What they call that, we at the last leg, man. We at the end of this thing, and it's about to get real crazy. Real crazy, real soon. So with that, man, I hope this is edifying. I hope it was a good Watchman lesson. I want to say Kwon, Yashra Allah, and keep the faith. Keep the faith. Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.